Love is supposed to be the fire that keeps two hearts warm. But what happens when that fire starts dying, when the warmth turns cold, and when the person who once made your heart race now barely makes an effort? Relationships don't usually end in a single moment. It's a slow unraveling, a series of signs that go unnoticed until one day you realize they've already given up. If you feel like something's off in your relationship, don't ignore it. Here are 12 heartbreaking signs that they've silently checked out, emotionally and mentally. Sign number 1, they stop communicating. Remember when you could talk for hours about anything and everything? Now it feels like you're pulling teeth just to get a simple response. They avoid deep conversations, dodge serious topics, and resort to short, uninterested replies. When communication dies, the relationship follows. Sign number 2, they no longer argue. Fights aren't always a bad thing. They mean you care enough to work through issues. But when they stop fighting, when they don't even try to explain or defend themselves, it's not peace. It's indifference. And indifference is deadlier than anger. Sign number 3, they make excuses to avoid spending time together. Suddenly they're always too busy. Work, friends, hobbies, everything seems to come before you. They used to make time for you no matter what, but now you feel like an afterthought. Sign number 4, affection fades away. The kisses feel forced. The hugs are brief. The little things, holding hands, cuddling, spontaneous gestures, have disappeared. When physical and emotional intimacy starts to fade, it's a clear sign that their heart isn't in it anymore. Sign number 5, they prioritize others over you. You used to be their number 1, but now you barely make the list. They spend more time with friends, coworkers, or even strangers online than they do with you. And worse, they don't even try to hide it. Sign number 6, they don't include you in future plans. They used to talk about a future together, vacations, moving in, maybe even marriage. Now, silence. They make plans without you, and when you ask about the future, they brush it off or change the subject. Sign number 7, you feel like a burden. Every time you ask for something, whether it's attention, time, or even reassurance, it feels like you're asking for too much. Their patience has worn thin, and instead of love, you sense irritation. Sign number 8, they stop trying to fix problems. Every relationship has challenges, but it takes effort from both people to make it work. If they're no longer interested in fixing issues, it's because they don't see the point anymore. Sign number 9, they show more interest in others. Maybe they flirt with others openly or spend too much time on social media engaging with people outside the relationship. When they start emotionally investing elsewhere, they're slowly checking out of what you have. Sign number 10, they stop saying, "I love you." The words that once came so naturally are now forced, or worse, absent altogether. When love turns into obligation, it's a sign that the emotional connection is breaking. Sign number 11, you always feel alone even when you're together. You're sitting next to each other, but it feels like miles apart. They don't ask about your day, don't share theirs, and the silence between you is deafening. Physical presence doesn't mean emotional presence. Sign number 12, your gut tells you something's wrong. Deep down you feel it. You know when someone's heart is no longer in it. Your intuition is screaming at you, but you keep hoping it's just a phase. But the truth is, when love starts fading, the signs are always there, you just have to be willing to see them. Conclusion. So what now? If you see these signs in your relationship, don't ignore them. You deserve love that's full, not love that's fading. Talk to them. Ask the hard questions. And if they've already let go, maybe it's time for you to do the same. Because in the end, the worst thing isn't losing someone, it's losing yourself while trying to hold on to someone who's already gone. If this video spoke to you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. You're not alone in this, and sometimes the hardest goodbyes lead to the best beginnings. Stay strong, and I'll see you in the next one.